So Jen, you said you had a story about that last graphic that it was particularly difficult to pull off. Can you explain why?
Sure. That was definitely one of the ones in my brain. But when the whole team's brains couldn't wrap their heads around it, we knew we had a problem. So we did many, many versions. And what happened, so that part at the end, where it's got the red line of the inverse relationship is being kind of drawn across. What happened was we had this information. There's actually 3 layers of information that you're kind of gathering from throughout the film. There's the bridge graph that becomes kind of our kind of baseline, and then the inequality, and then over that being the tax rate and the inverse relationship. And finally, what Brian did, he said, I think the problem is we don't have the voiceover that we need to match the visual as we're carrying the line across. So what Brian did is he temped in a line and said, what if Bob said it this way instead of the way he had said it originally? And finally it worked. Finally understood, because I would just say, I do not understand what I'm supposed to be reading here, and I don't understand what this line is supposed to be telling me and how it correlates and relates to the rest of the information. And so that was another way, again, Brian being somebody who specializes in information graphics, he said, he goes, we have a bigger problem, which is we don't have Bob saying the voiceover and explaining the graph in the proper way that I can then visualize it in a way that you're going to understand it.